Welcome back to our WooCommerce 101 series. Setting up taxes is one of the first tasks to do as you are setting up your shop. To get started, head to WooCommerce, Settings, Tax, Tax Options. The Tax tab has several options which you can configure to your needs. What you choose will ultimately need to be based on the tax jurisdiction that your store operates in. The first option here is to enable taxes and tax calculations. The prices entered with tax option is the most important option when setting up how you manage taxes in your store, as it determines how you will input product prices later on when creating products. You can choose, yes, I will enter prices inclusive of tax, meaning all catalog prices are set using your store's base tax rate. For example, in the US, in the state of Indiana, you would input prices inclusive of the 7% tax rate. You would enter a product price of $10, which includes the 65-cent tax. A customer in the US would pay $10 as defined, where a customer in the UK would only pay $9.35. The other option being, no, I will enter prices exclusive of tax. That would mean your catalog prices need to be tax exclusive. In this case, a US shop would enter $9.35 as the product price. A tax of 7% would be applied on top of this during checkout, making the amount $10. The next setting is Calculate Tax Based On. You can choose between Customer Shipping Address, which is the default, Customer Billing Address, and Shop Base Address. Just note that the address field needs to be filled in to get the tax to calculate if you have taxes that have different rates between different locations. For most stores, shipping tax class based on cart items can be left as is. This means tax classes and their costs are based on the item or items in the cart. For example, if the cart item was set as a reduced rate product, your reduced rates would apply. If this is not the case, in your tax jurisdiction, please choose a different tax class here. If in your tax jurisdiction rounding is done last, when the subtotal is calculated, enable the rounding option. Additional tax classes are, as the name says, additional classes you can use outside of your standard rates. In most cases, you will want to use the default standard rates class. If, however, you sell goods which require a different tax class, you can add the classes here. To get you started, we include standard rates, reduced rate, and zero rate tax classes. You will notice at the top, under the Tax tab, each class you have is listed. Click a class to view the tax rates assigned or to set up new ones for that class. The display prices in the shop setting determines how prices are displayed on your site, excluding the cart and checkout pages. Choose from inclusive or exclusive tax display. The next settings are for the cart and checkout pages. The display prices during cart and checkout give you a separate control to show or hide tax prices on the cart and checkout pages. Here you can add a price display suffix that shows after your product prices. This could be, for example, including sales tax to help explain your pricing. And finally, you can choose to display the tax totals as a single total or as itemized. With that, we've covered the basics of the tax settings. We have more examples and tips in our documentation. Be sure to read those and follow along with the next video that covers a tax rate example.